have a group of 4, or 5 because Tula's pregnant, 5 ponies who were left with nowhere to go. They had no one who was looking after them, and I was made aware of this. My horses are just 2 fields over, so I said, well, I will train them and then find them nice homes in pairs. Their horses haven't been paid for I don't know how long, and it came to the point where the farmer said, well, they've got to go. He's a nice man, he's let them be here for a long time, free of charge. And the owner didn't want them, and so they had nowhere to go. The rescues are full to the brim, and I kind of thought, I've got the facilities here and the knowledge to rehabilitate them myself and then find them nice homes. But the problem came because I saw them. I mean, when you see them together, it's beautiful, really, because you just don't see that in the normal horse world, seeing the family interact, especially because they haven't had, well, 2 of them I know haven't had any experience with people, so they have no bad experiences, and it's amazing the difference that they have compared to normal horses. They actually like people. They don't just tolerate them, they really like them. They come up and they want to spend time with me, so they're really quite special, and I saw that it's an opportunity to show people what horses can be like before they're interfered with, and if they're brought up in a way where their feelings are taken into consideration.
So these were completely feral?
Yeah, they haven't done anything. I mean, the first day I came in, I'm not sure about Tula, I'm not sure how old she is or where she's come from, but the 3 boys have just been here. These are the 3 first ones here, and the first day I came in, and Luca, he's the bigger one, he just stood frozen looking at me like, oh my god. And so I just kind of, looked around, not directly towards him, and just let him smell me, and he was like, oh god. But then it was amazing. The next day I came back and he saw me and he walked over. It's like he just kind of saw, she's not going to do anything to me, she's just kind of about, and he was curious to see what I was about. So it's interesting because they've not had any human experience. But then if we look at Dartmoor ponies, who kind of flip side, they're just terrified, aren't they? So I think it's that one experience of being herded up which just makes them fearful of humans. And especially, they're at home where they feel safe and they've got their family around them, which I think makes the biggest difference to how confident they were to explore me, because they do feel safer at home. And yeah. You can't separate them, and who's going to take on a family of 5 horses? Who's got a spare 15 acres to throw them out on? So yeah, hopefully, they're going to be the community's ponies, the world's ponies, who, I want everyone to get involved and learn from them and see how special they are. Well, the first day they were obviously very anxious because no one comes in here. Even, I was told, don't go in there because you must take a big stick because you've got to protect yourself. There's stallions, but there's not been, in 2 months, there's not been one instance where I felt threatened by them, because I don't do things to them to make them feel threatened that they have to go against me. So, they're just fantastic. There's so many horses in the world who don't have a home that I would not be responsible for bringing any more into the world. So the first thing was to get them castrated. I think she's already pregnant because we were that little bit too late. It's likely she was already pregnant, but it's best to get them castrated as soon as possible anyway, so that they've got that longer time to have their hormones drop before they're introduced to other horses, because eventually I would like to put my 2 older horses in with them, because they're all extremely young, so takes all different ages to bring up a good confident foal. So they'd like them to meet other horses, so the sooner we got them castrated, the sooner they can get with their long-term family. it's nice, you know, there's no pressure, we don't have to do something, it's just enjoying spending time together, really. Because I mean, that's what they do with each other, don't they? You know, they eat together, they drink together, they sleep together. So yeah, I guess I've become part of that, really.
What's the most important thing you've learned from these horses?
So much, but probably just how important their family are to them. You know, so often they never get to meet their dad, or then they'll be took from their mum at 6 months, a year if they're lucky, and you know, that's it, you're on your own, kid. So it's kind of, yeah, it's really brought home to me, you know, what we do to them. You know, we need to think about how we're managing them. I mean, obviously a lot of horses, they will have to be weaned one day, but it's just how we can reduce that stress rather than just one day, that's it, gone. Hello, Luca. What are you doing? Cheeky boy. Hey? Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess it's just, you know, why rescue these ones? Because I can, you know. They're here and someone had to do something, so I just thought I would do it. You know, it may not change the world for all the other horses, but it changes the world for them, you know, like Buddy, who is Buddy, that's, you know, his world, his life will be a lot different now I'm looking after him than if he went, you know, he's 6 months old, he could have been gone by now, you know, if he's just gone, yeah. And I mean, have you heard the starfish story? No? Well, there's, on the beach, and there's a girl throwing something in the ocean. The man says, "What are you doing?" She says, "Well, starfish, if I don't throw it in, it will die." But there's, you know, there's miles of beach, thousands of starfish, you can't make a difference. And she picks one up and she throws it in, she goes, "Made a difference to that one." So you say, that's what I kind of think, you know, they're my starfish. And then, you know, this is not just about these horses. For me, it goes much bigger than that. It's kind of, I want to help horses all over the world by showing them these horses and what we can do together.